Hello and welcome. This is your friend Parinita Rohrra once again on Celebrate Life, Celebrate Pregnancy. Today I am going to talk about the second week of pregnancy. During the second week, while you are waiting for the new life to breathe inside your body is further preparing itself to welcome that life. Hopefully by now you must have ovulated or released an egg, and when that egg was alive for 24 hours or when it was active, if it has met with a healthy sperm, the chances are that conception must have taken place. Now, the question is, how can you conceive anywhere between 12th day to 16th day when the egg is alive just for 24 hours? Well, unlike the egg which is alive just for 24 hours, the good news is that the sperms are alive for 7 days. So when you ovulate, and if the sperms are already waiting in there in the fallopian tubes or the uterus, the chances are that the sperm must have penetrated the egg and fertilized it, and conception has taken place. Now coming to the story of sperms. Millions of them have to undertake a journey of about 18 centimeters. This journey begins from the cervix, then they go through the uterus and then finally reach the fallopian tubes. Now in the process of this journey, the chances are that very few will find their destination. By destination, I mean the egg. This is not an easy job because the egg is covered with a very thick layer, and only the strongest and the healthiest one will be able to do this job, and a strong and healthy sperm will produce a strong and healthy baby. So you see, the special one has undertaken a long journey and has travelled at the rate of roughly about 2.5 centimeter every 15 minutes. Now while the fastest can find the egg in as little as 45 minutes time, the slowest can take up to 12 hours. And what happens to the millions of them who had started the journey together? Well, some simply get trapped or get stuck along the way. Some go in the wrong direction and they get into the wrong fallopian tube, and some simply die along the way. As soon as fertilization takes place, the genetic material in the sperm and the egg combine to form a new cell. This new cell is called the zygote. Now this zygote should be truly applauded because as soon as it is formed, it has done this commendable job of forming an outer membrane and closing itself to the hundreds of sperm that had made it this far. The zygote cannot remain here. It has to travel further down from the fallopian tube to the uterus, and as it starts its further journey to the uterus, it further divides itself. As it further divides itself, it comes to be called a morula, and when the morula further divides itself, it is finally called the blastocyst. The blastocyst has to attach itself to the uterus. You are not considered pregnant until and unless the blastocyst has attached itself to the uterus. Now, just as you do so many preparations for your baby to arrive after 9 months, your uterus too has done some preparations for the blastocyst. Just as you may get an extra mattress for the comfort of your baby, your uterus too has formed a blood-rich lining of tissue called the endometrium. And as soon as you conceive, the glands and blood vessels of this tissue further increase in size and number. Also, some vascular spaces fuse and get interconnected, forming the famous placenta. And it is this placenta that supplies and provides oxygen and nutrients to the fetus. All these preparations ensure that the blastocyst or your baby receives the best possible environment on its arrival in the uterus. It may so happen that the blastocyst sometimes or occasionally plants itself somewhere else other than the uterus, maybe in the fallopian tube. This pregnancy is then called the ectopic pregnancy, which cannot be continued and it has to be completely terminated. But you need not worry, as I just told you, it happens just rarely. So we saw how the blastocyst travels from the fallopian tube to the uterus and further grows over there. And how? That we will watch in our next video, Celebrate Life, Celebrate Pregnancy Week 3. So that was all for now, and stay tuned, don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. Given below is our email ID. Do send in your queries if you have any, and do subscribe to our channel. So once again, let's breathe, chill and relax. Thanks for watching.